Hi, I want to help work with you today on the top 10 things that can maximize your time. Number one thing is tame your phone, tame your email, and tame your social media links. When you're in a meeting, check the phone at the door. Make sure that everybody understands, do not interrupt our meeting with any phone calls. This meeting is your most important meeting right now while you're here. Don't take a call with an individual in your presence. I witnessed a president of the company have two individuals in the room and me and take a call in the middle. It just infuriated me because he's not valuing our time. So value your time, value your team's time, and tame your phone. Number two would be maximize meetings. What are we achieving this meeting with? Why are we doing this meeting, and what do we want to minimize the time, maximize the results in that meeting, make sure everybody's engaged. Number three, be absolutely punctual for all meetings. Start the meeting on time, end the meeting on time. Now, I know that a lot of people have a lot of reasons why you don't, but look, the bottom line is when you start a meeting on time, you can end it on time, and if you end it early, that's a reward for finishing quickly. So make use of lists. I call them to achieve lists. Make sure you and your team has a list of priorities, a list of things that they're responsible for achieving. Next, this would be 5. Link everything you do to the goal that you're trying to achieve. And if you'll do that, you'll block anything from coming in that shouldn't be in. So, hey, Tim, got a minute? I'm sorry, I don't have a minute. I'm working on a goal right now. I'm working on a project, right? And you're really important to me. And however, I do not have time for that right now. Can you please contact me at this time for 5 minutes or this time for 5 minutes? Give them a couple choices. Number 6, really wonderful. Switch task rather than multitask. But Tim, I multitask well. Really, do you? You really don't multitask well at all. And I'm sure of that. Now let me tell you why I know you don't. Because in the middle of multitasking, you're interrupted all the time. You can't start something and stop something without getting interrupted. That's called multitasking, and you do not achieve it well. So I got some little tests that you can do to prove this point. Switch task means you start something, you stop it, you start something different. That's switch task. Number 7, block your time off. Have blocked times, scheduled times for doing certain things. I have blocked time for working on general firm situations or general firm work. I have blocked time for my coaching or for my meetings with my team. I have blocked time for me. I have blocked time for me to enjoy the day as well. So block your time, make sure you're specific on your time. The number 8 would be maximizing the unplanned activities. So if you have time on your schedule and it's unplanned, I promise you this, if somebody sees that time, they're gonna come and interrupt you. Hey, got a minute? Got a minute is terrible. It's got a minute manager. If you train that in your organization, then your organization is used to disruptions all the time, and you're minimizing your profitability of time. Number 9 is take the idle time that you have and make it profitable. So how do I make idle time profitable? Well, watch a video. Instead of playing a video game, watch a video on leadership. Read a book in your idle time. You can have audiobooks, and you could be reading a book in your walk to lunch. You could be reading a book at lunch. You could be reading and getting knowledge for the next thing that can make you great. So book those idle times doing something profitable. Next, live off the peak. So what that means is live off the peak. Is don't go to the bank at 4 o'clock when everybody else is going to the bank. Don't leave your office at 5 minutes till 5 and expect to get on the main highways and not sit in traffic the whole time. Live off the peak. realize when the peak times are for certain things. You have 8 hours a day to invest your time. Invest your time in the best way possible that you and your team can achieve everything in 6 hours. We want 80 to 90%. So these are 10 things that you can do to maximize your time and to better your life.